Imagine losing the ability to feel fear. Not because you became brave, not because you trained your mind, but because an invisible parasite is pulling the levers. Right now, billions of microscopic entities are running an operation. Their target is not your blood or muscles. They want your mind. We pride ourselves on our free will. We believe every decision we make is our own. But modern science is uncovering a disturbing truth. Our minds are not as secure as we think. In the hidden corners of the microscopic world, there are mind controllers. Organisms that spent millions of years perfecting neural hijacking. And the most successful among them might be inside you right now. This is the story of Toxoplasma Gondii. It is a single-celled protozoan parasite. It has a highly specific, deadly agenda. To survive, it must complete a complex life cycle. But there is a massive biological catch.
This parasite can only sexually reproduce inside one environment, the gut of a cat. No other animal on Earth will do. Not dogs, not birds, not humans. Only felines lack a specific enzyme in their intestines. This leaves behind an abundance of linoleic acid. This unique chemical environment is the only key. It unlocks the parasite's reproductive cycle. But the parasite often finds itself trapped in the wrong host. Most commonly, it infects a mouse. A mouse living in the dark corners of a house. Under normal circumstances, their relationship is simple. To a mouse, a cat is the ultimate symbol of death. Evolution has hardwired the rodent brain to run. They freeze at the slightest scent of feline urine. This fear is not a choice. It is a survival mechanism written in their DNA. It is an ancient alarm system that keeps them alive. But when the parasite enters the mouse, the rules change. The parasite does not destroy the mouse's body. It does not cause a painful, slow death. Instead, it travels quietly through the bloodstream. It easily crosses the blood-brain barrier, and it enters the brain. Specifically, it targets the amygdala. The amygdala is the brain's alarm system. It is responsible for threat detection and raw fear. Once inside, the parasite begins its work as a biological hacker. It does not destroy the brain tissue. Instead, it forms microscopic cysts inside the neural connections. It begins to release enzymes that alter the brain chemistry. It slowly rewires the neural pathways of the rodent. It dampens the neural signals that trigger panic. But it does not just stop at making the mouse neutral. It goes one horrifying step further. The parasite makes the scent of a cat attractive to the rodent. It triggers a pathway that resembles sexual attraction. The mouse no longer runs away. Instead, it becomes deeply curious. It is drawn toward its ultimate predator. And it looks its killer dead in the eye. The cat strikes. In a fraction of a second, the mouse is consumed. To the observer, it looks like a simple, natural hunt. But in reality, it was a perfectly orchestrated delivery. The parasite has successfully boarded its destination. It has returned home to the cat's gut to reproduce. The mouse was never the victim of a simple mistake. It was a hijacked vehicle, driven straight into the mouth of its killer by a microscopic passenger. Once inside the feline intestine, the parasite reproduces. It creates millions of tiny, durable eggs called oocysts. These eggs are shed back into the environment. They are nearly indestructible. They survive in soil and water for months, waiting for the next host to step on them. But this biological warfare does not end with rodents. Toxoplasma gondii is incredibly successful at spreading. Nearly 1/3 of the entire human population is infected. Millions of people are carrying it right now. It is in our soil, our water, and our pets. For decades, modern medicine believed we were safe. We believed the parasite simply goes dormant, forming quiet, harmless cysts in our brain tissue. We thought we were too complex to be manipulated. We believed our massive brain shielded us. We were wrong. In recent years, researchers uncovered a deeply unsettling pattern. Humans infected with this parasite show shifts in behavior. It settles in our amygdala and prefrontal cortex. It begins to slowly alter our dopamine production. It changes our neurotransmitter levels over decades. Infected people are more likely to be in traffic accidents. They show higher rates of extreme risk-taking behavior. They display more impulsivity and road rage. Some biologists believe the parasite is trying to do the same to us. By dampening our caution, it tries to get us killed. In the wild, a reckless human is a vulnerable human, more likely to be hunted by large wild cats. Even though we live in modern cities, the program is still
It is still trying to drive us toward the mouth of the beast. It does not know we no longer live with saber-toothed tigers. It only knows its ancient programming. The implications of this hijacking are staggering. It raises a terrifying philosophical question. How much of our personality is actually just an infection? When someone is unusually reckless, are they naturally brave? Or are they host to an organism trying to end their life? We like to think we are the masters of our destiny, but we might just be biological vessels, walking ecosystems influenced by silent passengers. The scary part is that you would never know. You would never know if your decisions are truly your own. Every time you take a reckless risk, every time you ignore a warning sign, it might not be your personality. It might be the microscopic passenger in your amygdala, quietly silencing your fear to complete its cycle. You might believe you are driving, but you are just the passenger.